Incels, Incels. Let me reach out to y'all one time. Sigma programming. Incels, involuntarily celibate for reasons of lack of dates, lack of compatibility. Don't underestimate your solitude, your isolation, your craft. Don't underestimate that, because what's going to happen if you end up on the flip side of it and you're no longer an incel and you get into the dating world? These things will compete with your time, your dates, especially if you get into a serious relationship. If you don't have all of these things already working in a system where you're putting less time and effort in to make these things work, if these things aren't delegated or relegated to self-govern and self-produce, you are going to be doing a juggling act of time allocation between you and your partner or partners. This is going to happen. And a certain amount of frustration could come in where you would regret having went into it in the first place. And if you jump into something inexperienced, not knowing the rules and not really knowing the ups and downs of how that goes, you can find yourself stuck for the same thing that you craved. It could turn into a trap. Your blessing can turn into a trap. So don't look at the person who's, all player, like they have it going on just because they have something that you want. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, and it's a complicated portrait that these pieces have to make when they're connected. So you're going to be dealing with that if you're going to be dealing with other people. So incels, I understand, you're involuntarily celibate. You want to experience things, physical, relation-wise. And this is good to want. This is natural to want. Without it, we can't be here. So don't ever feel guilty for wanting to be with somebody. Don't ever feel guilty for that. But don't, and I mean do not, put this over your time that you have with yourself. Don't do that, because you're the one who's going to see yourself more than anybody else ever will. You. So in the hierarchy, in the story of your life, make sure you're the main character, because once you move yourself out of the story of your own life, is that movie even worth watching anymore? So just a little food for thought. Again, this is Sigma Programming. Thank you for tuning in. Unlimited vibranium, unlimited progress, high vibrations. 1.